West Hollywood approves cannabis cafes and consumption lounges to open in 2019. A little bit of cannabis news that will be demonetized later. These forthcoming businesses will change the face of cannabis consumption in Southern California. Spoiler, we already got a lot of it. In a surprise announcement yesterday, West Hollywood released the names of businesses sure to up the city's cannabis game beginning in 2019. The city spent 7 months screening 300 applicants for highly coveted cannabis licenses, which includes cannabis restaurants, cafes, and consumption lounges. Well worth repeating, West Hollywood will have actual eateries, lounges, and cafes that allow smoking, vaping, and/or munching on edibles and weed-infused food. WeHo officials began screening applicants in April, where entities spent thousands of dollars to submit detailed proposals to an independent 5-member committee. There are 5 license categories, so 8 edibles-only consumption area cafes, 8 consumption lounges where cannabis smoking, vaping, and edibles can be consumed on site, 8 medicinal dispensary services, 8 new adult use retail businesses, and 8 cannabis delivery services. 8 is the magic number. There you go. You know, my only critique here, why WeHo? And I say this for purely selfish reasons. WeHo is hard to get to from where I live. But Pasadena, I mean, you know, I love my neighborhood. Don't get me wrong, I love Pasadena, but it's not necessarily. It's usually not like leading the front in terms of what's hip. You know what I mean? Like Pasadena, you know, they have some cool stuff. They've always had cool stuff, and they get more cool stuff. But they're kind of just, you know, in their own little zone a little bit. It's not like it's like you never hear about like Pasadena being the hip new spot. But that could change. You never know. Anyway. So good news for cannabis users, WeHo. You're going to have a bunch of new places to go. And I like WeHo, don't get me wrong. It's just a pain in the ass to get to from where I live. Because it's like where you kind of have to go over like a few of the more windy, hilly parts of the city. You kind of have to go over that to get to WeHo from where I live. So it's a big pain in the butt to get to WeHo from Pasadena. It's easier to just get to Hollywood. Honestly, in many ways, it's easier to just get to the west side because it's a straighter shot. Now, if you hit it the wrong time with traffic, it's terrible, and they're both equally horrible. But and the last time I went to WeHo, it was a bit of a bummer because I was going to see my buddy's band, and they're kind of popular. They're on the rise, so the show sold out by the time we went to get tickets at the door. I was going to try to message him, see if he could help me out, but, dude, he was, like, sound checking at the time. They were about to go on, so I drove all the way out to WeHo to not go to the show I wanted to go to. But me and my fiance got some frozen yogurt. It was fun. Anyway, cool news for cannabis users. WeHo. There you go.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and